Hi, I'm gonna drink my first Logsdon beer in quite a while. I really like their saisons, and I think I have yet to have one of their barrel-aged sour beers. This is Cerasus. They call it a Kriek beer with Oregon cherries. It's not exactly a Kriek. Usually, you say Kriek, it's a lambic beer, which is different than this, which is actually more of a Flanders-style red ale that they barrel age with 2 pounds of fruit per gallon. They did sweet and tart Oregon cherries. Um, it's 8.6% alcohol. I think the uncherry version of their Flanders Red is like only 6.8 or something. So definitely fermented a lot of those cherry sugars. But I've heard that this isn't super sour. It's still kind of sweet. But the best buy for this is 10/20/21. So I think it's a 5-year Best Buy date. So this one is then pretty old. It's from 2016, so that means that it's over 4 years old. So maybe it's fermented out some of the sugars. Hopefully it won't gush. I've had some of their aged beers gush a bit. Nope, no gushing. And it was a very thin layer of wax. Didn't cause any problems. And yeah, it's not super deep red like Kriek lambics are, but quite pink red. Not a crazy amount of carbonation in there. Looks like a sour beer. Not much head going on. Yeah, plenty of funk in here. Definitely getting some barnyard. And then this is really probably too cold. It's very cold. And the cherries are in there, but it's not juicy smelling. It makes my mouth water a little bit though. Yeah. It's got a little bit of an amaretto type thing. Kind of vanilla. Smells a bit like cherry Coke. Yeah. Nice Brett character in there. It's not ultra funky in your face like with a weird rotting porta potty or anything like that. We'll see. Yeah, it is not too sour, though I feel like 4 years in the bottle has made this pretty dry. Really, really easy to drink. It's basically not bitter at all. This is a lot like a red wine, honestly, with the oak character and the good amount of cherry character, but it's not cherry juicy. And the dryness. Wow, yeah, this reminds me a lot of some of these wine beer hybrids I've had recently that use a lot of like red grapes and stuff. But there is maybe a teeny bit more tartness and funk than you would get in your average red wine. hmm That's pretty nice, but it's not explosional flavor. There's a very unique, tangy, funky quality to it that I can't really put my finger on exactly. Maybe just the cherries getting eaten by the Brettanomyces. It's making this kind of nutty cherry pit almondy thing that is bringing its own kind of bitterness, but there's really no hop character at all in this, which in this style of beer, it's not very hoppy, and then it gets aged in the barrels, and then this has been the bottle for so long that all the IBUs are gone. Won a gold medal for Belgian Ale at the World Beer Cup in 2015. Yeah, I'm expecting their Passion Brett to be more intense. I also got a bottle of that. That's their 10% sour peach farmhouse ale. As you drink this, I'm getting a little bit more tartness, but not much at all. And honestly, I like that. It'll make it much easier to drink. But this would go really well with some meat. I would actually make a beef stew with this in there instead of like wine. It would be really good. But if you want an explosive cherry sour experience, this is not the way to go. It's definitely for someone who wants a mild wine, Pinot Noir type stuff happening here. Yeah, definitely some berry flavors too. It's more like really unripe kind of tart raspberries. That's what it tastes like. But quite complex, even though it is subtle. I'd give it a 4 at least. And it's worth grabbing if you see it on super sale, for sure. Bye.